Hello students, let's read the problem. And it says, what is the value of x that makes the equation 0.5 parentheses 10x minus 4 equals 0.2 parentheses 10 plus 5x true? Okay, so we are looking for the value for x, right? That will make this equation true. Okay, so let's start by copying the problem. I always like to copy the problem because in that way it gives me the space that I am going to need to work on my question. Okay, so let's go ahead and copy this. Okay, and let's make sure that we are copying exactly what my problem is, because that's one of the first mistakes that we do sometimes. Okay, so what's the first thing that I am going to do? Well, I'm going to do what is called the distributive property. Remember, because I want to get rid of the parentheses. So I'm going to multiply 0.5, not just times 10x or 10x, but also times negative 4. And that's one of the mistakes that I still see on the students. So let's make sure that we don't forget. Okay, so we're going to multiply 0.5 times 10. You can use your calculator for this, okay? And 0.5 times 10 will give me a positive 5. So we'll have 5x, right? Now we're going to multiply 0.5 times negative 4. You can use a calculator and we get minus 2, okay? Now we're going to multiply 0.2 times 10 and also 0.2 times 5x. Remember, this is the distributive property on the right side. And if we multiply 0.2 times 10, it will give me a positive 2. And 0.2 times 5 gives me a positive 1. So we have plus 1x. Okay? So be careful with that. And you can write down 1x with the coefficient already. That will help us, right? So what do we do next? Well, we need to eliminate the variable on the right side. Is that correct? Because we want the variables to be on the same side. So I like to move them to the left, okay? So let's write down the steps. So this is going to be eliminate variable on the right, okay? Just to give you the steps that you can always use later on, right? So we're going to write down the opposite of a plus 1 is a minus 1. Right? So we'll write down minus 1 on both sides of the equation. So on the left side, I'm going to have 5x minus 1. It gives me a 4x minus 2 equals, on the right side, my 1x's are going to cancel. So I will get a 2 by itself. Okay? So what do I do next? Well, I need to leave x by itself, so we're going to eliminate the constant, right? Constant right here. So we're going to write down the opposite of a minus 2, which is a plus 2 on both sides, of course. And my 2's are going to cancel, and I will end it up with 4x equals 4. Now, what's next? Well, I need to eliminate my coefficient, right? Because I want x to be by itself. So we're going to eliminate the 4. So we said eliminate the coefficient. So we're going to divide by 4. Because remember, we are multiplying 4x, so the opposite of multiply is divide by 4. And that will give me a 1x equals 4 divided by 4. It's 1 also, right? Now remember that 1x is the same as x by itself, so this will be actually my answer. X equals 1. If you look at the answer choices, I do have letter C with a positive 1, so that's my answer, right? Now, if you want to double check that you got the right answer, if you want to check that you got the right answer, you can always use this x equals 1 that we got and replace it on the equation. Anywhere where you see an x, you can already replace it with a 1. And that way you will know that that was actually the answer. Very good.